Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers. You suck, but me never said nothing. That was awesome! Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another Transformers review, and today we're taking a look at another Titans Return figure, and it's Chromedome. Actually, it's Stylor in Chromedome, and this is probably my favorite headmaster. Well, no doubts, really. He was the first headmaster I had as a kid, so I've always liked this character and this toy. And I'm a big fan of the Fans Project version, Code. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to taking a look at this and comparing them to Code. I really have nothing more to say than that. Well, no, I do. This figure is on sale at the time of the recording at Walmart for $9.88. So get out there and get him. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Alrighty then. Here we have, that was very Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura sounding, wasn't it? Here we've got Chromedome in package. Very similar to all the other packaging we've been getting. We've the artwork of the Headmaster blasting off the robot there. Generations, Transformers, there he is. There is his vehicle mode. It says Autobot, Stylor, and Chromedome. Side of the package, again, has the same kind of artwork. You know, we've seen this stuff before. So here's Chromedome's artwork. Digging that. Looking pretty cool. Really liking it. There he is. Woohoo! There's the vehicle. Here's the side of the box with the artwork there, and here is the back of the packaging, and you know, it's got the write-up, it's got the plate gimmick. Hey, I can put the head on all the different sizes. I really do like that. We got Clobber, which is interesting. I have not seen him out yet. We got Highbrow, Alpha Trion, and then Soundwave. Definitely digging that. Robot head, little robot vehicle, and then, you know, he can drive, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So here we go. If you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. And then there's the transformations. It's transforming. It's amazing. I do like this play gimmick. I like how the heads are compatible across the line. And then here are the other characters. Really looking forward to these two. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. That's basically it for the packaging. Let's get Chromedome out of box and see what we think. So here we have Chromedome and Stylor out of package, and you know, first impressions, I do like the figure, but there are a couple things that kind of bother me, and I'll kind of talk about that once I get into the review. But overall, this is not a bad interpretation of this figure. To be honest, I think I would rather have had a Voyager-class figure, kind of like we had with Brainstorm, but again, this is not a bad entry. He, of course, comes with the little card that they all do. So there's the card with the artwork. Looks pretty spiffy. I like it. And then here are his stats. If you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. So as far as articulation goes on this guy, it's pretty much the standard that we've gotten. I'm going to take his weapons out. Yeah. Look, his whole hand came off. No! This weapon definitely sticks in pretty good and tight. Now, I will say that this guy is supposed to be a retool of the Prowl or Dead End Combiner Wars figure, and I'm not sold on that completely. I guess I can kind of see it to an extent, maybe in the arms and the upper body, but there's been extensive retooling on it, so if you know 100%, let me know. But that's the rumor, y'all. He does operate like all the other Headmaster units we've seen, so his head does move this way. It does move up and down. Now, I will say that these guys, the head unit sticks out way farther than the previous waves which is kind of goofy to me. I'm not a big fan of that. It's one of my gripes, but not a huge gripe. He does twist his arm up that way. He can go up that far. There is a joint at the elbow. His hands move in and out right there, but that's mainly for transformation. He does have a twist at the waist, which is nice. His legs shoot up that far. They go that far back. They go out super duper far. He's got a joint at his knee, and then he does have some movement at the foot joint, but again, that's primarily for transformation. Now, of course, this guy is a headmaster, so the gimmick is you can take any other headmaster, insert headmaster toy here, and swap the heads out. So let's go ahead and swap old Scourge's head. Let's see what that looks like on him, just for fun. Normally, I use Blur, but I don't know where he's at the moment. And yeah, so there is Chromedome with Scourge's head. Aw, didn't that look like fun? And then let's put Chromedome's head on Scourge. And just, yeah, so I think this is actually the first time I've swapped these waves out like this, which is kind of interesting. I like Chromedome on there. I think he'd make a good repaint for the Decepticon. That just looks like crap. Utter crap for sure. So, yeah, let's go ahead and swap the heads. I do love the fact that the play gimmick, you can swap the heads out throughout the entire line, whether it is a Voyager class or a Deluxe class or I guess a Titan class, whatever class that you want to switch out on, you can do, which is very cool. I definitely dig that. But overall, like I said, this is a pretty decent entry for Chromedome. I'm kind of biased with Chromedome because he was my first Headmaster unit as a kid, and it's got to be a good figure. It definitely does for me to really like it, and yeah, overall, not a bad entry. I'm telling you, I am digging him. Now, for comparison, here we have the Hasbro Chromedome with the Fans Project code side by side, and it's really interesting to see these guys. I love the Function X Project Headmasters from Fans Project. I think they did a great job with them. Great quality. This one had some issues with the canopy being kind of thin for me, but I'm going to tell you what, I have similar issues with this figure too, so it's kind of funny to see them both have that kind of issue. But overall, I gotta say, I'm liking the head sculpt on the Hasbro one a little bit better than this guy. Maybe that's because it's a newer toy. I don't know. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, again, I really like the sculpt on the figure. I like the paint apps. They're very bright and vibrant. The dark brown, the light brown looks good. I like the reds and the silvers. I think the gray and the orange on the head sculpt looks really, really nice. Lots of nice detail on the body. The arms are pretty decent. I like the red stripes there on his forearms. Even the hood of the car, the way it hangs on the back, I like the way that looks. Very cool, nice big Autobot logo, the big silver and red stripes. Overall, you know, I can't say it enough. This is a good entry for Chromedome. Taking a look at the midsection of the figure, he's nice and big and bulky on the top, but he kind of narrows down in his body. But the details are really nice. I am digging that. I like the silver, the red waist, you got the brown legs at the top, I like the brown hands. The guns look pretty decent for the most part, especially considering the one has to turn into a weapon sled. So I thought they did a pretty good job with those. And, you know, there's not a lot of gappy parts on the toy, and that's much appreciated. So taking a look at the legs of the figure, the smoked out wheels, that's a big thing with this line for some reason. It looks pretty decent. I wonder how well they're going to hold up over time. But I like the silver and the blue on the kneecaps. He's got the little paint apps on the top of the feet, which look nice. All the sculpted detail on the light brown on the legs. I like how the canopy kind of breaks apart and then folds up on the back of the legs. Again, lots of good detail and no gappy open areas on the legs, this is where you usually find that in these figures. Now, transformation on this guy is not too bad. It is very similar to the Combiner Wars stuff, so, you know, he may be a dead-end redo, I don't know, but, you know, it's kind of fun to transform him, so let's go ahead and take a look. So here we have Chromedome in his vehicle mode, and I think my biggest gripes with the toy are this canopy pieces, or this canopy piece up here, and this hood piece, because this hood piece is super, super thin, and sometimes it feels like it's going to snap and break when I flip it around. The same thing with this canopy. Plus, it's really hard, once you put it down, it's hard to get it back up. You have to basically dismantle, you can't even see what I'm talking about. You have to dismantle this arm and get your fingernail up under it to get this canopy up. And while I like how it splits in the robot mode, being in the vehicle mode, it's kind of a pain in the tush. So I'm going to put little Stylor. Oh, we haven't even looked at little Stylor. There he is. He's very red. He kind of reminds me of Slingshot, the sculpt on the face. Looks a lot like Slingshot or maybe Blaster to me, which is kind of interesting. So we're gonna put little Stylor into the vehicle here and get him to drive. Maybe if we can get him in here. Come on, buddy. Gonna go in? Huh? Get in your car. It's your car. Oh, yeah, he's got a funky seat in the car, by the way. If you look inside, see how it's got some nice detail to it. I like it, but it's an actual seat, unlike a lot of these Combiner Wars guys, so you gotta kind of do this with him. And I forget that every single time. So there he is in his little car, looking all kinds of cool. And then you're gonna fold this down, which can be a pain, because you need to get these pieces down like that, and then snap them back together. There we go, like thus. And there he is in his car mode. And it looks good. It looks good in the car mode. I do appreciate it. If I can get it to focus. Nope, there it is. It does look good. I like it. But the problem is getting this thing back up. Again, best thing I can think of to do is to disconnect the arm. Come on, buddy. Focus. Focus. Disconnect the arm there, and then you can lift the canopy up that way, which is a super pain in the ass. I do not like that design at all. And then the other issue I've got with it in this vehicle mode is getting the feet, making sure that the feet underneath are tucked in proper, so that it has a nice flat rolling piece down there. As you can see, it's not quite there because they're not quite right. And that is a super pain in the tush. There we go. So yeah, I don't know. It's okay. It is what it is. Now, another issue. So you can attach the guns, obviously, here. That one fits really nice. This one doesn't. This one's supposed to fit like right here. But it doesn't fit in very well, and you've got to really twist it in to get it to go in. But it will go in, so be aware of that. You just kind of have to play with it and get it in there. And then you can also set this piece up here on the top. There is there are two little pieces right there that the gun sled can wedge in, which is very cool. And then you can also put this here like a thus, and then wedge this guy in. If I can get it to stick back on there, and then wedge that in there so that you got a nice little gun for another little headmaster to drive around with. And we just found Blur, so his little headmaster unit is going to help him out there. Isn't that so cute? Thanks, buddy. So is the Titans Return Chromedome in Stylor a figure that you want in your Transformers collection? I'm going to say yes, because I like this character. I like the incarnation of the comics, the original G1 version, which is my favorite. It was my first Headmaster toy, so I'm a little biased, but I do have to say, overall, I think the design looks good. I think the paint apps are pretty good, despite that kind of flimsiness and goofiness of the cockpit, you know, and the hood of the car. I think overall it's a pretty decent toy. I would recommend this more for the adult collector than I would the kid, though, because of those flimsy parts. I don't expect that toy to last in the hands of a kid, you know, and that's with a few of these figures from this line, and that's just the way it is, unfortunately. But overall, I think he's pretty good, and if you like the Titans Return stuff, you're going to like him. So there he is, Chromedome from Titans Return. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Like us on Facebook, and look for more videos
in the future.